Welcome back to Exposing Human Trafficking. Somebody asked me about Brad Pitt and Joli's relationship. He came to me when I was living in Colorado. I want to say it was somewhere around maybe 2009. And he came into my bedroom. It was still warm. So I had my windows open. And he came into my room. And he told me that he was my Prince Charming. And that he still loved me. And he still wanted to marry me. He said that a lot of people thought that he was Angie's boyfriend. He always calls her Angie. But that he loved me, not her. And that he had to wait like 8 more years. Or 9 more years for the 30 years to be up so he could be with me again. When Brad Pitt left my house in Florida, when he came back to me to try to finish the ritual, when he had made it in Hollywood with Legends of the Fall, and I told him I couldn't go with him because that's when he told me that he was a Satanist and he didn't realize the ritual would be so bad and he was sorry about it. He told me that he would see me in 30 years. He was referring to the curse number 3, which was that we would be separated for 30 years. And that when he came back, that I wouldn't remember him. And that when he came back, I wouldn't want him. Well, honestly, like I've said previously, it didn't take 30 years for that. Once I found out that he was the one behind all that and the human trafficking, I didn't want anything to do with him anymore. And he told me not to date anyone else and wait for him. The way that my integration was set up, was that they made me forget everything so I could be the girl that should have been had these things not happened. But some of my altars that were protectors were left out so that if a dangerous situation happened, they could fight back. It usually worked, except for if I was drugged, because if you're drugged, you can't do anything. And that altar dealt with him and kept me safe. Brad Pitt's both marriages have been career moves. He told me the first one with Jennifer Aniston, and you'll scroll down and you'll find the video to it, was a career move to get him some publicity. It was set up by his publicist, and he told me that it was nothing to worry about, that he just had to be seen with her. He also told me that he had dated, I can't remember her name right now, but the girl that was Mike Tyson's wife, that wasn't head of the class. He said he dated her because she was already famous and he was hoping to ride on her coattails to make it big. And then he said that he never loved Angie. When he married Angelina Joli, my stepfather was back in Colorado looking for me. I had moved somewhere else. I was hiding from him. He couldn't find me. But he left me a voicemail because I wouldn't pick up the phone if I saw his number. And he said that my boyfriend was getting married and that I needed to do something because he was going to get married. If you look at Brad Pitt's wedding to Angelina Jolie, it says he showed up late and he had to borrow a suit from his older son. Really, if you're going to go marry the love of your life, would you show up late and have to borrow someone's clothes? Or would you have been like running around all crazy, getting fit for tuxedos, and being there the day of your wedding? I started looking at pictures of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and you always see her like thirsty and drooling over him, looking at him with those dreamy puppy dog eyes. But there's very few pictures where he's ever looking at her or looking into her eyes. He's always looking at the camera. He's always getting that photo op. If you look at the way they hold hands, it's not the way I used to hold hands with Brad, where our fingers were interwoven with each other. You'll see that it's just like a very loose link. The way, sorry, my allergies are bad today. It's a very loose link, the way they hold hands with each other. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, it looks like they were held together with spit. Right before they broke up, they had gotten some magical tattoos. And within 2 months, it was broken. So even that didn't work. I know she loves him, or at least loved him, because she showed up at my house pissed off, having a Jerry Springer moment, and we had an exchange, and she was told that she had to leave by one of the altars because we were going to take care of her if she continued to harass us and threaten. She left. And it's really sad, but that's what his relationships have been, career moves. I wonder if he really did love Gina Davis, or if that was just another career move to bring more publicity to himself. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I don't harbor any resentment towards any of these women. I sent him back to baby mama. But you even seen the picture of him with all these kids. He doesn't look happy. You don't see him smiling. You see him lugging around all these kids like, oh my God, the drudgery. But that's what he wanted. As he told me, he had traded me for fame. As he told me the night before the ritual, you have to lose everything to get something. And it looks like he lost everything and didn't get the something he wanted. So, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Again, I mean no disrespect to any of the women that I've mentioned in this video, because it was Brad that took advantage of all of us. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell and share so that there's not one more victim of human trafficking and not one more woman that Brad Pitt preys on. Thank you.